Hello and welcome to our 19th of January technical analysis video for today. Let's take a look at the markets and see what happened yesterday after Yellen talks especially. Now I've got the dollar Canadian in front of me. This is the line we drew yesterday, and as you can see, that was the resistance I did mark yesterday, and if the market kind of struck up from there, we had those target levels to go up. Obviously with the dollar Canadian, this target move up is good now. It might even pop up a little higher to see this level, but this 33.07, this 50 mark here is pretty feasible, because as you can see the market was there before, so the market pretty much came to that level as you can see, and now it's kind of stalling, being a major resistance level. But yesterday it was good to enter, especially Yellen's talk as well kind of pushed the market up, and that's the kind of good move that we were expecting in the market yesterday. Dollar franc, same kind of scenario, very nice move. Good buys on the pullback. Yesterday we were following this through. Market came back and just went skyrocketing up again. So today, as you can see, the market has got potential to come up slightly higher before it starts to retrace again. So we got Trump talking tomorrow with his inauguration, and what we're going to do is basically hang in for that. But I think tomorrow is going to be a quiet day. Market will probably going sideways, with small intraday waves. I don't think there's going to be a big move there. But Monday, Tuesday, we'll be expecting the market to come back to its sense and start making some moves up and down again. So on Monday, Tuesday, we might see the dollar franc pulling back again, euro dollar going slightly higher, and then we'll see how that eventuates. But obviously the ongoing trends have taken kind of a pause, and we just wanted to clarify what Trump is going to be saying tomorrow. So hang in there. I think there's a lot of opportunity to trade still. Bouncing off supports and resistance levels, whether Trump talks or not, is always feasible. So you can definitely check those levels out, and I will draw them right now for you as well, because we're following the market in any case. So we want to see the dollar franc going slightly higher. If it pulls back, we'll be wanting to go long again. If it goes up, we'll be wanting to short at certain levels, and that's going to be, as you can see, slightly there or slightly there. So the market might just tilt its head back up before it starts to retrace again. So follow that through. Euro dollar, nice move down. This was expected yesterday. We've still got a bit of room seemingly to come back down to this 1.0581. I don't know if it's going to do that today or even next week. We might have the market pushing all the way back up again to this 1.0750-40 region here before we start seeing the bottom of this channel. So it's worthwhile definitely following this up. As I always say in the videos as well, try to trade on the lines rather than in between levels, because that's obviously safer to do, and you don't want to risk yourself when you're trading. So there are your lines there. So if it breaks down, we've got room to come down. If it goes up there, we've got room to sell. What the market will do today will pretty much depend on if it breaks today's resistance at around 1.0660 level. So if the market breaks, let's say, this level here, alright, and if the market breaks this level here, then we've got room to potentially go up. But if it breaks down, then we've got room to come down here. So this is the range you want to be following it through and checking it out if you're a euro dollar fan. The pound dollar. Now, when Theresa May spoke in Davos the other day, it shot up, but we seem to be doing some pullback. I think this move upwards has got potential to carry on going, and maybe we'll do a double top before the market sells it off again. If I move this to a 4-hour chart, see, that is a nice resistance level there. So when the market pops its head up there again, I think it's got potential to be shorted again. So the pound dollar, we might see it going up today, and even towards next week, Monday, Tuesday, maybe we'll see it go up. And after it goes up, then I think we'll have an opportunity to short it, and shorting it is definitely going to be around this range there. So that area, the top of that channel there, I think it's going to be a nice place to short. Let's take a look at the dollar yen, another long from yesterday. As you can see, the market went nicely up. Now we have a bit of a pullback. This level is still on the cards for a target. So we might see, as you can see, we might see the dollar yen tilting its head up slightly, a bit more higher to reach that red line there within today, possibly, to go up there and then start kind of retracing in order to go up or down again. And then what we might see is next week doing a retest, doing a double bottom or slightly lower with a divergence to go back up again. Let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar. Now this is a currency we don't follow a lot, but I like to take a look at it every now and then, because when it gives you a nice trend, it goes on. And this is the situation we've got here. As you can see, this is a 4-hour chart, and as the market's going up and up and up, it has potential to really start making a move upwards. Now this area, as you can see here, is a double top region. So the market has stalled there, just slightly below it. So I reckon it's going to touch that level, and then once it touches that, we'll still have a bit of a shortfall around there. Alright, so the market will touch there. So once the market touches that resistance level there, we might see it pulling back. Alright, so there we go, and that's the resistance line there, as you can see. This is a daily chart, so I think it's good to follow simply because it's got a nice trend up, and then we'll be able to see it pulling back down again. So you'll be following the trend all the way down, and I think that's just good to follow and to keep a heads up on that one. Let's take a look at the dollar ZAR. I know there's a lot of people. There are a lot of people looking after the dollar ZAR. It's interesting for a lot of people. We're in this tight range here, as you can see. We might just make a little adjustment there. I did mention this to be going short the other day, and the market kind of went down, as you can see in the spike. And as Yellen talked yesterday, we had some moves going up and down. Now this is the daily chart, but what I want to move us to is the 4-hour, because it's a bit more interesting. This target is still on the cards. It's 13.14668 region. So the market still has a lot of potential to come down here, and when it does, I think this is going to be a buy level for the dollar ZAR. So we might see the dollar depreciating a little bit over the course of next week, but I think if it pops down here, I think that's going to be a good level to start buying again. So let's take a look at gold. Now gold, nice little break on that channel. So I think what we need to do now is to see where we can sell gold. I think that is the kind of outlook that's going to be starting to happen in the market. Let's get rid of that. Let's just make a bit of an adjustment. Now these Fibonacci lines I did draw the other day. So now what we need to do is short it right on the 50 mark. So it's at 1,202 at the moment. Two options to sell it off. One, if it breaks down below this level, I think that's good to short, and then we'll be seeing it at lower levels. We'll have to be careful because it's going to be against the short-term trend, so you have to take your targets quite close by around those levels. And a really nice spot to sell will be around this level here. So if the market kind of puts its head up there, then we might see a nice little pullback and a nice little short area there. That 1,230 region, the 50% mark on the retracement, I think is really good for the market to short gold again. Let's take a look at Brent. Now yesterday with the Brent, I drew this line yesterday on yesterday's video, and I said, look, if it breaks down from here, I think it's good to short. And the market just did that, and it came to both of the targets. As you can see, the first target was there, the second target was there, and this was the support from the December era, and we can just get rid of that now, I think. So let's just get rid of these. What to do now if you're a Brent oil trader, if you're keen on trading it, I think what you need to do is possibly it'll probably go back up to this line to retest it again. So today might be a good opportunity to kind of buy in order to short next week. So next week we'll have some opportunity, I think, again to short it on a technical basis around this level, that level. I think will be the way to go. The obviously final level is going to be around this area because we're in a sideways channel. So within that sideways channel we have some maneuverability. So there's two things might happen. If the market goes up there, I think that's a good short spot. either there or there. If the market pulls back down here today, that would just be awesome, because that is going to be a support level, and then you can really look into buying if the market kind of, so as you can see, the market, if the market pulls back here, we've got good possibility to buy again the Brent. Alright, so let's take a look at DAX and Dow finally. There we go, we're with the DAX. Yesterday we drew these lines to kind of see where the market would pull back to, and that's where it's kind of pulled back from the bottom of those support levels. Now this breakdown on the 4-hour chart is quite important because it's kind of giving us signs that the market is willing to break support in order to pull back down. So we'd be looking to short DAX at resistance levels. Alright, so around here, we might actually do this. Works pretty well. Let's just do this. This is our inner resistance, so within inside a channel, what we want to be doing within channels. So that's a good level, and I think that's going to be, yeah, I think, oh, it's a bit tricky. What we might do is just, yeah, that's going to be around there. Alright, so around here somewhere. In fact, we don't even need this. If we can't draw it clearly, we don't need it. So what you might want to do is this. If you're taking a look at trading the DAX, get your parallel line sorted out around there. Okay. And if it touches around that level, as you can see, that's going to be a resistance. But the market is probably going to start to short the DAX either there, there. This is going to be the range. This is going to be the area where we might be looking to short it again. Let's take a look at the Dow. Now, as you can see, it's creeping down this line. I did mention a long time ago when I drew this channel first, and I said it's probably going to crawl back down here. The nice thing here is this. The market, as you can see, is sideways down. So what they're doing is bringing the indicators down, but they're not bringing the price down. So maintaining a price level above this 19,650.49 region is quite good, because as the indicators come down, the market is still around the same price, and that might really give it a good push, and we might see that 20,000 region that the market has been eyeing on the Dow. So I think this will be interesting to follow, especially if you're trading indices, to see how that goes. Well, that's all for today's video. Have a great day and good luck with your trading.